Hi, everyone, and I'm back. And all my 4 viewers on YouTube. No, I'm kidding. So, today I'm having a special guest. I adore her. I've known her. This is Latrice Mason, nurse practitioner. Put some respect and flowers on you. I'm going to hand you your flowers.
Thank you.
Go ahead and let people know where you're from. Where did you study?
Okay.
And what your specialty is. And then we're going to jump into all the pop stuff. Again, like I said, we're just going to wing it.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
think
about
we should.
scripted. This is not something like we're going to have a direct and be like, you got to do this. No, we're just,
Okay.
okay.
I like that. I actually was born in Florida, and then I moved to Texas probably around 10 years old. And so
Oh,
I lived in Dallas for most of my life. I went to school. I went to Baylor, and then I went to UT Tyler, and then I moved to Houston. And honestly, I was supposed to like only be here for 2 years.
really?
Yeah.
We never had this conversation. Really?
I just graduated from nursing school, and I was like, you know what? I had just gotten a divorce, and I wanted to get as far away from him
Okay,
as
hold on.
possible.
You never told me that part either.
Yes, so
But
I was
okay.
married.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, I was married. It wasn't even a year. It was like 9 months, and I wanted to get as far away from him as possible. So I said, I'm going to move to Houston. My best friend lived here.
okay.
So I lived with her, and I had just graduated from nursing school, and Houston has an amazing med center. So I was like,
Yes.
I'll come here and get a couple of years of experience, and then I will go back to Dallas.
Okay.
But I opened my spa.
Yes. Okay.
And
So
that's what kept
we're
me
gonna
here.
rewind right there. So you finished nursing school. Did you get your bachelor's, or you directly
So
became
I
your?
got something called an ADN,
Okay.
which is an associate's degree in nursing.
Okay.
And the reason why I went that route is because I had already had a bachelor's in forensic anthropology for
Okay.
my first degree. So I used to work in oil and gas for like 6 years before I even became a nurse. Can you believe that?
Do you know anybody that still works in oil and gas?
A couple of people.
I need a job.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But they laid us off.
Yeah. No, that's true. In
Yes.
oil and gas, I hear that there's always like around
Always.
layoffs. Okay.
And when they laid us off, they got bought out by a new company. And so they gave us the option of going with the new company or taking 2 years of severance. And so I took the 2 years, and I
don't
went to
blame you.
nursing school.
I don't blame you.
And so that's how I kind of got into nursing. I honestly, none of my friends would even imagine that I was a nurse because I am just like, ew, gross, blood, guts.
That's not
That
you.
was so me. That was so me. So I
What
was
year? Because I
surprised
would.
that I even did it myself.
Yeah. What year?
But now, so I got the ADN, and then I came here and I worked for maybe 3 or 4 years. And I did something called private duty, where you go to, it's kind of like home health care, but you stay at the house for 12 hours.
Correct.
And you do it I did it with kids. So I had the same baby for probably 3 years that I took care of him. And then I went back to school, and I did at UT Tyler, I did I guess a bridge program where it was like an ADN to an MSN. So I got my bachelor's in nursing
Oh wow!
and my master's.
So you
at
jumped
the same
right
time.
at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, because I will tell you right now. So I was going for my ADN at HCC,
Really?
and then I fell ill.
I think you should still do it.
I want to, and if I were to give if they were giving me an option of a severance, or if I
Yeah.
win the lottery, or if I can find a sugar daddy or a sugar mama, I would definitely go back.
Right?
No, and you know what? Again, I was watching The Pit.
Okay.
Have you seen that one? The one on
I
Max?
love
Yeah,
it, and
it's great. It's
very
great.
realistic.
Okay, I'm moving the microphone because I'm getting all excited. Thank you. No, because I was telling everything we were watching it, me and Omar, and I was like, yeah, this is what's gonna happen next. This is what has to be done.
Yeah.
Like, there was a couple of things that were,
little off
for
for
TV,
TV.
for TV.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
But I was like, okay, like when they had the trauma with the big shooting and they had to have
Yes.
I was like, yes, red is who's gonna go, black is already gone.
Yes,
And
yes.
and Omar's like, you can't say that. That's not the color. That can't be
But
true.
hey,
I
when
was
you're
like,
moving fast,
I was like, well, you're in the trauma events, and you have to be that one person.
got to make quick decisions.
You got to say who's gonna go and who's not gonna
Yeah,
go.
because I hate to say it, you
can't-
don't waste your time
You have to
on
be
something
resourceful.
that. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. Oh my God.
Yeah.
We do have more in common
We
than what we
do.
think, right? I gotta clear my throat.
That's okay.
Excuse me. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it was that drink I had at Velvet Taco.
It probably was.
Thanks, y'all.
Yeah.
No.
Sponsored.
Sponsor me. I'm always there. So, okay, let's go back to you.
Yeah.
So you went directly from ADN to NP.
Yes.
And
I
then
did.
what did you do there?
So I
Where did you go
worked,
from there?
I was working in women's health for most of my nursing career. Besides the babies and stuff, I worked at Texas Children's for a little while, and then I worked at a women's health clinic for a while where I learned most of my women's health stuff. And then whenever I graduated, I worked at the women's health clinic for maybe 6 years before I opened my own practice. But by that time, I'd already had my spa.
Yes, but you were also a mentor.
Yes.
Because I met you through Vicky.
Yes.
And Vicky,
I still
she was
talk to
precepting.
Vicky.
I love her. Don't you love her?
She's so funny
I love her.
because Vicky, when I met you, Vicky was just graduating from,
Yes, correct. From NP, right?
and to this day, Vicky still calls me asking me questions as if she's still my student.
I
It's
so love
funny.
it. I swear. Vicky, you got to come on the podcast.
Right.
We would need like a 3-hour conversation.
And
seriously.
Vicky, you need to come get your well woman exam done. So tell her that as well, because
Yes.
I've been telling her and her sister.
And
to-
what's the name of the clinic you do your well women's
my
exam?
clinic is called Her Down There.
And it's at 1622 West Alabama, Houston, Texas 77006.
Look at you knowing the address. I'm so proud of you.
Well, thank you. Well, let's continue. So what enticed you to open your own practice? Because I'll be honest, being a small business owner is
hard.
really freaking scary.
It is very scary. I think that whenever I opened my spa like 6 years prior, it made it less scary because I was already an entrepreneur. I already had a space. And honestly, at the time that I actually started seeing patients in person for the clinic, I was doing telemedicine first. I did it for about maybe 6 to 8 months during the pandemic. And then one day I went on a trip to California to visit a friend, and my boss fired everybody, like through text message. Yeah, at the clinic I was working. So everyone's, blowing up my phone like, oh my gosh, did you see this? Did you see that? And I'm like, okay, so what am I going to do? And being resourceful, I'm like, well, I already have a practice. I just need to start seeing patients in person. So when I got back, which was like the next day, I just decided to start seeing patients in person. And then maybe 2 days later, she tried to hire everybody back. But at that point, I was just like, you know what? I'm good.
Well, I mean, there were some people that probably had to go back because of the necessity.
Absolutely.
But you're like, okay, I'm going to just, I think
try
it just
it on my
opened.
own.
Yeah, it just gave you the jump shot.
It really did. And I don't think I would have done it had I not had that push.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm lucky enough that I would say maybe 75% of my patients followed me. So in my practice, like, unlike most entrepreneur jobs or whatever, or businesses, I've never not been profitable because everyone followed me from day one.
Correct.
Versus like you having to build up clientele. You know how they say the first year or two of your business, you won't make any money. That's never been really an issue for me because my patients have followed me. And it's been consistent since then. So.
Well, maybe it's the industry because I know like the food industry, you have a hard time creating a profit.
For sure.
But medical, I mean, everybody needs, the healthcare system is just as it is.
And I think it's even more prominent in the women's health industry because you don't want to jump around from OBGYNs, right? You find somebody you like and you just kind of want to stick with them. So to show that that's even true is like I have patients that come from the Woodlands. I have one from Conroe today, from Lake Jackson. They drive from all over because they're just like, I don't want to, just go to anybody. And if I'm already comfortable with her, then I'm just going to stick with her.
So I didn't want to ask you this when we were talking because I usually, when I meet someone, I'm always like, hey, we're going to meet up just so we can do some bullet points. I'm big on about bullet points.
Yeah.
And I had a question on you.
Okay.
Now I forgot the question. I forgot the question already. Dang it. I should,
so
you know what?
old,
Maybe
man.
I really am. I really am. If you knew my age, I really am. But no, I do remember. What was it about?
It was about,
You were talking about your business.
The business.
And I was going to, I don't know. It's going to come back, and I know it's going to come back later. But I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep, in show business, you got to keep rolling. Remember how when Beyonce walked over, who was it that fell in the concert?
Kelly.
Was it Kelly that fell?
And
then
it was
Michelle.
It was
and then Beyonce was like, just keep going. Just keep going. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going, guys. So,
that's funny.
Do you think, poor Michelle, but I love her though.
Yes.
And you know what? I like it because Michelle Williams and the other Michelle Williams.
Yes.
Have you seen the skit that they made together?
It's really cute.
And I was like, that's actually a good one.
Yeah.
That's actually like a slap to everybody else.
Yes,
it
is.
For picking on
Yes,
both of
it
them.
is.
Yeah, because they have the same name. So nurse practitioner Latrice, who are you following on TikTok? What's your algorithm giving? Because mine's giving me the whole, we're having 3 hurricanes in the Gulf and we're all going to die. No, it's all fake. No.
Oh my gosh. So I have 2 pages. So I have the Her Down There page, and then I have my personal page, which is Vagina NP.
Mm-hmm.
And my algorithm is vastly different on both pages. So my Her Down There page is the one I've had the longest, so I have the most followers on there, and it's mostly dog stuff, puppies, and like cooking things and people harvesting stuff from their garden. It's that type
That's
stuff.
my Instagram, only because I am gardening. I am.
And
Cucumbers
then I'm
grow up like
on,
crazy, by the way. They grow a lot.
what is this thing called? Love Island. That's my.
I need to jump into it. I was just talking to somebody
know.
because they say that I think it's weekly episodes or daily episodes.
It's week. Oh no, they were daily.
Yeah,
I think it they're about to do a reunion in about a week or so, but I just finished this last season, so I'm kind of on that on TikTok, but on my Vagina MP page, it's mostly nursing stuff, to be
Okay.
honest with you, because I'm really talking mostly to nurses and trying to promote how to own your own practice if it's something that you want to do, and if you
So
don't
you're
wanna
a
be at
consultant
bedside.
for nurses.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Because I decided to do, I actually just kind of fell into it, but I decided to do it because when I started my practice, I didn't have anybody. And I just fumbled, and every time I fell, I got back up again. And I just now, create like ebooks and just like templates for other nurses who are
You have
trying
an
to do
ebook?
it. I do.
Where is it at?
It
Or what's
is
the name of
on-
it, by the way?
It's called, what is the name of that? Oh, how to, or no, start your private practice as a nurse practitioner. So
Okay.
it just helps you go through all of the things that you need to do to get started as an MP. And then I have like templates on getting a collaborating physician and contracts and all of these different things you need to do to start your practice, to legally start your practice, so that, the board doesn't ding you for something. So I know that I've been through those things, and I just didn't, want other people to go through them. So I figured if I create something for the nurses, then like if I can do it and I barely know what I'm doing, I know that some of these other people can do it. So you know what I'm saying?
I always say that. No, you have the same mentality as I do. I'm always saying, I know if I can do it, anyone else can do
Oh
it.
my gosh.
And I don't, but then I know that we all have different lives and
Absolutely.
different perspectives. So
Yeah.
everyone has their own challenges to
Absolutely.
everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, that's what I was going to say. When is Women's Health Month?
it is May.
May.
Yeah.
So I'm behind on the recording.
You
Oh,
are.
I
Shame
know.
on
Sorry.
you.
I am sorry.
We'll redo
Sorry.
it next year.
Yeah. Next May, I want to make a huge thing about
Right.
it too. So let's talk about women health, because
Yeah.
you said you're Vagina NP
Yes.
is it TikTok or Instagram?
Both the
Okay,
same.
Vagina
Yeah.
NP, and as in Nancy, P as in Paul.
Yes.
Okay.
So, I never even imagined that women's health would be like the thing that I do, but I really did fall into it and fell in love with it. And then, of course, just like how important it is to just take care of your vaginal health. And, I used to think that men,
say it.
men are disgusting, but women can be disgusting too. So I've seen a lot of
Like
things.
hygienic wise, or I mean,
Yes.
because
I've
women
seen
prefer the
some
bear,
things-
but okay.
Yeah, I mean, we do better than men, but we have our moments as well.
So let's go back to this. Have you
Yeah.
ever seen the show Sex and the City?
Yes.
Okay, is it true that does this really happen? Do you remember an episode where like Charlotte, I think her hoo-ha was, and I don't want to say anything offensive.
Yeah.
Her hoo-ha was depressed. Can that happen? Is that true? Or is that
in
fictional?
theory, no.
Okay.
But she's probably referring more to like her libido.
Okay,
And I always say that men have sex down there and women have sex up here.
which is true.
And
'Cause it's emotion.
so she was probably more so saying up here, depression, libido. And that's why it's hard for her to want to be in the moment
Okay.
at the time. Yeah.
So I don't want to jump off.
yeah.
But I do, because I've been harping on this. I can't.
Yeah.
I've been on this situation, on this one topic, for about a week when they decided they're going to cancel And Just Like That.
What is done just like that?
It's the sequel to Sex and the City, the show.
Really?
Yes, but let me tell you what's going on. Did you ever see the Sex and the City movie?
I did.
Okay, this is what's going on. So let me just recap, and then we're gonna jump right back
Okay.
in. Okay, so they started another show, like it's not a prequel, it's like another installation of Sex and the City. It's called And Just Like That, without Kim Cattrall, Sam Jones,
Oh.
and it's the older version of them where they're going through life.
Okay.
They announced that they're going to cancel it after season 3. So these next 2 episodes are going to be like the series
The last.
finale.
Okay. Okay.
And it's on Max.
Okay.
So in the movie, do you remember when they were having the baby shower for Charlotte?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to get so much BS on the YouTube channel comments. they were eating a cake at the
Okay.
end when Samantha's talking about how she's eating so that she won't cheat. She's like, I eat so I won't cheat. Do you remember that or no?
Yes, yes, yes,
And they're
yes.
eating that cake, that slice of cake.
Uh-huh.
I want that slice of cake. Wait, and it gets worse. It gets worse. It gets worse. Seriously, it gets worse. Because then just like that, they had a Charlotte birthday party.
Okay.
And in this episode, and this isn't just like that. This is about 3 episodes behind or 4. I don't keep up. I just watch them, and I just like everybody else. I'm trashing the show because
Right.
it doesn't follow the Sex and City.
Oh, I see.
You know
Yeah.
the script.
Yeah.
So Miranda's sitting at the small little table eating the same
Cake from
cake. I mean, it's not the same cake, but it's the same stuff. It's chocolate cake
Okay.
with vanilla frosting.
Okay.
And I'm like, damn it, where can I get it in Houston? And I'm buying cakes, and I take one bite, and I'm like, this isn't what I want.
Yeah.
Because chocolate cake's always dry. But okay, we're gonna go back to
Did
that.
you
We're-
find a place
no.
with a
We're
cake?
gonna talk about that later.
Okay,
Because I
okay.
want to jump back to you. It's just because I know if I don't bring it up, I'm gonna forget.
Okay.
And we're not gonna talk about it. And I'm like, damn it. I'm like, I should have known. Okay, so let's go back. So that was more fictional than what you're saying is that the whole depression.
Yeah.
And it was because women have sex with their mind, men have sex
Absolutely.
down there.
Yeah.
In their
Yeah.
and so yes, I'm gonna use sound effects
Yeah.
right now. Okay, so so you're saying you had said that you didn't think you were gonna fall into women's health?
I didn't. I actually thought I was going to be in peds just because that's kind of where I started. And
Okay.
I took care of that baby for so long. Like I was in love with that family for a very long time. And to this day, which that was, 15 years ago, we still are in touch. But then I went to Texas Children. So I thought I was just going to be in pediatrics. But believe it or not, I started working at an abortion clinic.
Okay.
And I didn't even know that it was an abortion clinic. I
Really?
applied. Yeah, I applied to a job and it was called Houston Women's Clinic. And I was thinking, oh, I'm just going to work at this women's clinic. I went in for an interview. Not once did she say anything about abortions. And this is why you should look things up. And I got the job. I showed up the first day and it was like, what the hell is going on in here? Like, it
snap.
was like culture shock.
Crap.
And at this point, like, what am I going to do? And so I'm just like going through the motions and I'm seeing all the things. And, you know, I'll tell you how life comes back full circle, right? So I had that job. I just would work at like PRN maybe on Saturdays or every other weekend or whatever because I was still working at Texas Children's.
Okay.
And then when I went back to school and got my nurse practitioner's degree, I graduated and I started sending out resumes to get
Okay.
a job as an NP. And this lady called me in and we did an interview. They weren't even hiring anyone at the time. And she was just like, you know, I really like you. What do you think we should do? And I said, I think you should hire me now because I hadn't like finished school just yet. I had 2 more months. So you should hire me now as a nurse so I can learn your systems. And then when I graduate, you can hire me as an NP. And she said, okay. And
wow.
then when I look back on it, her husband, the doctor, was the doctor at the abortion clinic.
Oh, okay.
So that's how she even.
But this was when it was legal.
This is when it was legal.
Okay.
Yes,
Because
yes.
just making sure.
Yeah.
You know.
But no, so that's the reason why she even looked at my resume to begin with for someone who wasn't even looking for, like they weren't hiring. Yeah. So at the time, it was kind of obviously a controversial thing, but I look at it as the stepping stone that got me to the practice that I ended up working at. And then inevitably got me to where I am today. So it's kind of like when things happen, you kind of just have to roll with the punches and see kind of like where it leads you.
School of Hard Knocks.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm grateful for the experience. I learned how to start a million IVs there. So I can do that in my sleep.
Can
for
I
sure.
tell you that? Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
So when I'm talking to people and I can, male or female, if their veins are popping,
Right.
I'm
Isn't
like,
that so satisfying?
I'm like, man, I can start an IV
Like,
right
man,
now.
that would be so easy
And they're
to
like,
get
but
some
we're at a
blood from
bar.
there.
And I'm like, but yeah, but if anything ever happens, I can start
Right,
an IV.
I
Like,
got
I'm
you.
like, this is great. I can see it right there. I won't have to need to get that ultrasound machine
That
or
is
anything.
so true.
Why do nurses think that way?
I don't know why.
And I'm not a nurse,
It's
but
like
I'm
a
just saying because
juicy,
I was.
sexy, like, ooh, yeah, I can get
That's
that.
a turn on more
Yeah.
than anything, right? IQ, forget about it. Body,
Right?
forget about it. Oh, veins.
That's me.
Oh, we're down. We're down.
That's me for sure.
And make sure we swap it out every 72
Right.
hours because
Oh man, that brings back good hospital
I
days.
miss school. I miss nursing school.
Yeah.
I call it nerfing school because I
Nursing
never
school?
finished it. I never finished it. So you're a consultant too.
Yeah, I really enjoy
You
it.
were bringing that up how you're giving them templates, how to
Yes, for
start.
sure. So everything's kind of like in my bio for them to pick and choose what they want to do. But I like to do what I call like a discovery call. And it's like a 30-minute phone call where they can kind of ask me whatever they want to ask, just to see how far along they are and what they need kind of in the practice they either already have or what they're trying to start. And I just think it's so helpful because I just think about whenever I was trying it, I wish that I had somebody to answer questions for
Yes.
me. So I think it's super helpful. And then on my Vagina MP page, I give a lot of tips and free stuff away, like to let them know you need this document or you need to go here and do this or you've got to make sure you have this legal document.
Make sure you always start an LLC, get the
Yeah.
insurance and the EIN number.
Yeah.
Those are your three main factors.
And I'm actually kind of an introvert, but it's gotten me out of my comfort zone for sure.
Hey, I'm shy.
Yeah.
I am deathly shy. If it's not the podcast,
Right.
if
Because it's just like one other person.
if you see me at Walmart, I would not.
I don't want to engage.
No.
I don't.
Head
You know what's
down.
funny? Speaking of just like Walmart, but just being in public, I see patients out. Oh my gosh, all the time.
Really.
I saw last night. I went to this event that was a wine event, and it's a cool little place. It's actually in a coffee shop, but they've got, and I guess maybe I don't know anything about wine, but the whole wall is full of wine, but it's behind a glass thing, and you put in your little card, and you can either get like I guess a tester, the normal size, and then a big size. You put your glass under there and you press which one you want, and it charges you for whichever
Where
one
is
you.
this place?
It's in Edo. It's
wh-
called
what's it called?
Roots.
Roots?
Yeah,
Okay.
and so you get to try like all of these. It's a very cool concept. So I had a good time there, but of course, one of my patients was there, and I'm always like, if I see a patient out, I try not to say anything to them.
Yes.
Because I don't want them to, I let them come and say something to me. And that's exactly what she did. She was like, I know exactly who you are. And I know that you've seen more of me than I have probably shown a lot of people. I'm like, yes, that's my patient.
So-
it happens more often than not.
I do have a question, and we did talk about this. You have to. I want you to be honest, and I want
Yes.
you to say. And I spoke with this with someone else. Can we stop real quick? I gotta clear my throat again.
Yeah.
I don't know. At the end of the day, my throat gets like that. I think it's
Really
also
dry.
No, I have wine. No, I'm kidding. No,
It's much better.
N-
Right.
yeah, keep that up. Hold on.
Okay.
That's why I'm very shy, and also because I can't talk. If I talk
Yeah.
for like a long periods of time, my voice just gets so hoarse. I'm like,
Ah, yeah.
and there were times during the pandemic when I would have to do calls with people.
Oh, gosh.
It was to the point where Omar would be like, "You got to stop," because my voice would be. I start forcing myself. But anyways, back to this.
Yeah.
Can you explain? And I'm saying this because I brought this up to somebody else. I had somebody else on who has their own small business.
Yeah.
And I've actually wanted you to connect with her.
Okay.
I've always, and I ask people that have small businesses, what advice can you give? How do you feel? Because I tell people, if you're going to start a small business, regardless what it is,
Yeah.
about 0.005% hit big.
Yeah.
And then the 99.005,
All fail.
we don't fail, we struggle.
That's true.
And we
yeah.
can struggle. And it's not, for 6 months, I'm going to struggle. No, it could be 5-7 years you're struggling.
Right.
You're trying to just stay your head above water.
Yeah.
So what advice, what can you say, what services, or how do you feel
Mm-hmm.
as a small business owner? Because I know you jumped over from the spa to
Yeah.
starting the women's clinic,
Yeah.
which I don't want to call it a women's clinic because you've even given me services.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's a
Yeah.
clinic for anyone.
Yeah,
You
for
know,
sure.
but when you started the spa, how did you feel? Because I know there were
I
nights.
did not like it.
Why?
And that's part of the reason why I started the women's clinic is because you have to, and it doesn't matter what industry you're in, you have to pick something that's not a trend or a fad. And that's what med spas are, unless you're like a big laser away or some sort of big corporation, right? And I think what happened is a lot of nurses and NPs graduated and everybody wanted to be an aesthetic nurse and everyone's doing facials and they're estheticians and they're doing Botox and fillers, and then when it gets oversaturated, then what? And I feel like the biggest difference between my medical practice and the med spa is I don't chase patients in my medical practice. Half the world has a vagina and they're looking for me, right? Something's going to happen, whether it's them getting their preventative visit to get like their pap smear or something, or maybe they have BV or yeast, or they have an STD or whatever. So they're going to be looking for me. But when it came to the med spa, those are things that people don't necessarily need. Like, it's nice to get Botox and fillers and a facial and all of these different things. But if you had $100 left over for all of your extracurriculars, are you going to spend it on a med spa? Probably not. So even just like the average, I would say, woman, I wouldn't spend it on that. I'd probably spend it on food, but
No. Yeah, I don't blame you.
yeah. But most women would probably spend it on their nails or get their hair done or something like that. They're not looking to get a facial or Botox or whatever. So I feel like I was just chasing patients every month. I was doing specials every month to try to get people in the door.
Yes, you are.
And now I just don't have to do that at all. I post because I just want to give information, but I'm not posting to say, hey, we got a sale going on for this, that, and the other. I'm just posting information.
So now that you're in the women's clinic, but I don't want to call it women's clinic, but we're going to call it's mainly focused on women's health.
Yes.
What are you seeing? What's the rise right now? What's rising up? What kind of cases are you seeing? I mean, are we allowed to talk about that
Eric,
in
yes,
your nursing
absolutely.
practice?
STDs, of course, and hormones. Those are probably the two things that I'm dealing with the most. When it comes to STDs, have you heard of the T app?
No, what's that?
Oh my gosh, Eric. See, he knows about it. So,
Do you know about this?
You gotta check if you're on it.
yeah.
Really?
So it's this app where you have to be a female. You have to prove that you're a female to even be on the app. And it's nothing but pictures of men that have either done women wrong or whatever. And so you can pick whether someone's a red flag or a green flag, and then you can write whatever you want to write about them.
How did you know about this T app? You're married. No, I'm kidding.
It's all over TikTok for sure.
I know it's not on my algorithm.
But
Seriously,
it's like
I got dogs
you really
and like
have to
conspiracy
like
theorists.
prove that you are a female to be on there, because they don't want men to be on there posting or doing the only women can post
Or
things.
like a guy would be bashing a girl that he actually dated and he was actually being mean to her.
Yes,
Okay,
for sure.
got it. Okay.
So, but the bad part about it is someone leaked all of the personal information of the women.
That's
who,
messed up.
Like, put their IDs on there. They leaked all of that stuff. So, but you had to go through this rigorous whatever just to get on there. And so now I am seeing patients who have seen their boyfriends, their baby daddies, their husbands or whoever on that app, and they're conversing with the other ladies who are like, oh, he was here this night and he was at my house this night and he gave me chlamydia and he this and he that. Yeah. So I have quite a bit of patients who've come in just as a preventative thing because they've been associated with this particular guy.
So I've worked in certain areas where I was always told, and not me, but I was having to tell people, no matter if you're straight, gay, bi, or whatnot, if you are sexually active, you must wear protection.
Absolutely.
But
I'm telling you,
have
this
to be careful with
generation,
this.
they live in a different world.
Really?
Absolutely, 100%. I have so many patients who they're after thinkers, meaning they come in after the fact versus preventative, right? And most of them, their concept is we have HIV PrEP, right?
Okay.
So
yes.
The partner who doesn't have it can take the medication, and the partner who does have it can take medication that will have their T cells so low that they can't
Correct, because I
transmit
think it's 0 is non-transmittable.
Yes.
Or non-detected equals non-transmittable.
Exactly.
Correct, yes.
So imagine if you have meds for that, then chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, all of those things, you can take meds if something happens to you.
But you can still transmit certain things, can't you?
Yeah, but
besides those.
You always can go to the doctor and just get some meds. That's their thought process.
But the thing is, do you have the insurance to see a doctor?
Exactly.
Because I bet it's pretty pricey to see someone like you, or especially a MD.
Yeah, it
and be like, hey,
is.
I think I had a night of, I had 4 locals and 8 cranberry shots with vodka, and now I don't know, I'm itchy now.
That's why Houston has like the highest rate, specifically syphilis, than.
Shut up, for real?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I think we're number 1, and I want to say like Atlanta's like number 2.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
And this, because
So I try to keep up with the stats for each year.
okay,
And that just came out early part of this year that syphilis was like on the rise here in Houston. And it's just really sad. I mean, I don't have a ton of patients with it, but I do. And a lot of my patients who have it are married. Isn't that crazy?
a ring does not mean he or she
Doesn't.
won't cheat.
It doesn't.
Remember that.
Yeah. I have patients who are married and they'll be like, oh, I don't want to get tested because I'm married. And I'm like, okay, I don't know.
Well, I know people that have been married and they've tested positive for
Positive.
certain things.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, how did I get it? And I'm like, there's 2
hello.
of you, buddy.
Right.
There's 2 of you.
And apparently somebody else. So
No, there's
Yeah.
2 of you and one of you is multiplying.
Right.
So.
So it's really sad. I wish that it were different, but I promise you the people who, in my opinion, based on my population of patients that almost never get anything are my bottle girls, my strippers, my sugar babies.
Because they know, they
Yeah,
see
they
it
get
every day. They
tested
work with it. They're
every-
every
yeah.
day. They know that
protect
they see the
themselves. Yeah.
consequences, what could
Absolutely.
happen.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand.
Crazy
wow,
world we
that's
live in.
crazy. No,
Yeah.
it's not a crazy world. You know what? It's the reality.
It really is.
I think it's the reality
it
of
really is.
everything that's going on.
Yeah, for sure. And
Damn.
honestly, for me, it's very entertaining. I feel like I live a pretty entertaining life. And because I'm the provider, they tell me everything. So I get all the tea. Every time I go to work, it's like never a dull moment. I'm hearing, girl, let me tell you what happened this time. And let me tell you what I did this time.
When I worked in the ER, that happened. The same thing. They be sitting in the ER, and we're like, okay, we're gonna have to test you.
Yeah.
You're gonna get pee in a cup. And next thing you know, well, I did this, I did that, I did this, and
They'd like
this
to
happened, and then they
spill.
never call me back. But they did, and I'm just like,
They want to talk to somebody.
I'm gonna go get the nurse.
Right. Somebody
Like-
else who can help you.
I'm like, maybe psych.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Yeah.
'cause
But no, that's how I feel like every day. Just
Really?
like listening to their stories and trying to help them navigate and make better decisions. But nobody really listens to me. So
I think that they do listen. I think, and I don't want to say nobody's listening to you because I told you that I listened to you.
that's true. That's
I will say this. So I had a surgery,
yeah.
and you had something similar,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you're like, this is what you have to look for, and this is what you can't look for. Don't have high expectations.
Right.
So when I had the surgery, you were playing in my mind, and I told you that earlier. I was like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
you were playing. I was like laying there going, she did say this was gonna happen. She did say I was gonna feel this pain. She told me not to move like this. I was listening to you more than I was listening to the doctor.
Right,
And she,
right.
I talked to her, the doctor still. She says, this is gonna actually be my doctor again. She's relocating.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, but I was like, Latrice said this. Latrice said that. Because I was like, this hurts. This hurts.
I hope that's how my patients feel. Like they go home and they're like,
You
"She
probably,
did say this."
you're probably thinking that no one listens, but they actually do listen. I'm
I'm
gonna tell you that right
hoping
now.
so.
They
I
really,
really
do. They
do.
do. I listen. I have 3 doctors who I listen to.
Yeah.
And she can tell me the sky is purple and we got monkeys falling down.
Yeah.
And I'm
I'm
like,
going to believe her.
yeah, but like, no, the monkeys are falling outside.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm. Even though I didn't see it, I saw it. Yeah. No, so yeah. Where do you want to go from here?
I would love to.
Oh, I meant after this for dinner. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No.
I want to go to. I would like to focus a little more on hormones. I'm getting older myself, so I'm going through some of those things as well. And
What- do you mind
yeah,
sharing?
sure, for sure. We go through perimenopause and menopause, and I have a lot of patients who are around my age or older, so they're going through it as well. So I'm finding that shifting into talking more about hormones is a good thing because no one's really talking about it.
Okay, and I was gonna say that. The reason I say I want you to talk about this.
Yeah.
And let me get on my little soapbox. No, it's because, for example, me, I am open-minded,
Yeah.
but I'm a man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And someone in my family was pregnant,
Okay.
and she's 39.
Oh wow.
And she was like, that damn doctor said I'm a geriatric pregnancy. And I was
She
like,
is,
what?
Unfortunately. Isn't that
And
crazy?
I was like, what? I'm a geriatric. It's like 80, 90. What are
Yeah,
you talking
yeah,
about?
yeah.
She's like, because explain that too. Do you mind explaining
Yeah,
that,
of
please?
course.
Okay, please.
Essentially, anything after 35 is considered a geriatric pregnancy.
Why do they call it that? Because what is geriatric?
Because
What,
essentially, it means that your egg quality decreases at that
okay,
age.
okay.
which
So you're at
means
higher risk?
Yes.
Okay.
Not only for birth defects, but miscarriages and a lot of times you have to be on bed rest a lot sooner, or on bed rest in general compared to someone in their 20s or 30s. So yeah. And it's just harder on your body. You're older,
Really?
right?
Like, why? What does it do?
Like physically harder on your body. Like kind of like, when you were in your 20s, you could get up and run around and take shots and do whatever and wake up the next day and go to work. And now you do that and you're just like, oh my God. Like it's the same thing for a pregnancy.
Okay, that's really good to know. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's processing and I'm understanding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm like, now that I'm in my age.
And you're more tired and then you're literally building a person inside of you. And baby don't care about you. Baby will take everything from you whether you have it or not. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a little alien just like sucking everything from you. So if you're not eating healthy and you're not, at least trying to walk a little and put some water in your body, like baby's going to take it. So then that leaves you with what, right?
Oh, so you're
and
like
you're
deprived.
already tired and you can't sleep good and you're taking your blood pressure, like all of these things. So
And I'm not saying all men don't know. I'm just
Yeah.
saying in general, we would sit there as a man. Because I'll say this, regardless of what you are, if you're a man, and I'm not saying it because I feel like I'm about to get canceled for this part. What I'm saying is like, how when you're a dude or, you're just a guy and you really don't pay attention because I don't see a OBGYN.
Right.
I don't see a gynecologist. I see a regular family practice doctor.
yeah.
I wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
that's
saying?
so true.
So when she told me that, I was like, I remember I was sitting at her dining room table and I was eating a taco.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, what? And she was like, yeah, they call me geriatric. And I was like, you're 39. What?
true.
Like, how are you geriatric?
seem old
and
at
I
all.
never went back and Googled it. I never went back and said, let me go figure this out.
Right.
But that's a question I've always had in my mind. And I
Yeah.
was like, I want to ask someone that would know because I'm like, I don't want to just Google and it's going
Right.
What if the
And
guy
you
with the
know-
aluminum foil tells me something different? I'm just saying.
That's
Just
true.
to say it.
That's so
You know,
true.
I want to have someone that's a licensed expert to give me the advice.
Yeah, it's tough for us to realize that because a lot of women now are focusing on their career first and then having kids later.
But I don't see what's wrong with that.
I don't think anything either, but for us, it's like you're fighting against time. Like for a man, you can have a baby up until I don't know, you're 90 years
Yeah, who's
old.
the actor that just had a baby and he's like almost
Isn't that
89?
crazy?
Does anybody know?
No,
Do you know?
but I know that it happens all the time.
Well,
but
yes,
for women,
true.
we're only born with this, the amount of eggs
A
we're
certain
ever going
time
to
limit.
have.
Okay.
And then once those eggs are gone, then you can't have any more babies. So it's like we have a time frame. So sometimes when men are like, oh, she's trying to rush me into X, Y, and Z or blah, 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 it's really more about that than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And if you aren't a person who maybe like froze your eggs when you were younger, then what? What if you wait till your career is off and then like her, maybe wait till 39 or 40 or 45 and now you don't have any eggs? That's really where it comes from. So it's not so much that we're rushing. It's just like, damn, if I want to have a baby, I got to hurry up.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Robert De
Oh my
Niro's
gosh.
at what age?
Holy crap.
Dang.
Wow.
Okay. See,
Somebody's
now that we're
sleeping
putting all this together,
Right.
we see there's a 40-year difference here.
Yes.
39 to 81.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Somebody's
okay.
sleeping with him. Yeah.
I can't. That bank account's pretty nice.
I would
Sleep.
imagine. Money talks, man.
Cash at me.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
that Zelle?
I totally agree. But hey, somebody's doing it.
So okay.
Yeah.
Sorry to bring this all up. I've always wanted to ask a professional. Be
It
like, what's the
really
deal
makes
with
a
this?
difference. I think for like I froze my eggs probably 5 years ago. And I think it gave me peace of mind because at the time I was dating somebody and I was like, oh, we should have a baby because of the same reasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I decided to freeze my eggs and I'm so glad I did because if I had a baby with that person, I would be so irritated right now.
So I'm gonna ask a question, and I know I'm probably gonna get,
Canceled again.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, I've been canceled so many different times
Right.
on different other talk shows. And I didn't mean it. You know where my heart's coming
Yes.
from. Like,
Yes.
I was told I was a horrible person, that I should kill myself.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
I shouldn't say kill myself. What we can bleep
People
that
are
out.
weird.
Like where I could skeleton.
yeah.
So at 50, can you unfreeze those eggs and you're gonna have the baby?
Yeah.
Or you can have the baby.
Yeah.
Your body's allowed to it because you still have the
Yes.
reproductive system.
Yes.
What if you have menopause?
Doesn't matter.
Wait, can you break it down for me? Please break it down for me.
The idea is you run out of eggs.
Eggs is actually what menopause is, the ending of it. You no longer have it,
Yes.
but you still have the factory.
Yeah.
Okay,
So you're
let's be
just,
more
like,
mature about it. You have the
carrying-
reproductive area.
Yes.
Is it
yes.
reproductive area, or reproductive system?
System?
System. Okay.
Yes.
Correct me. I'm not. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not
for
ashamed. I'm
sure.
not embarrassed. Okay.
So it kind of slowed, not kind of, it did slow me down. And I'm grateful now that I did it, because the person that I'm with now, I'm not rushing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And it's like you appreciate the relationship, you grow the relationship, you do it the way you want to, instead of saying, damn, I'm now this age and I have to hurry up with this person too.
And you have
But
no
I don't feel
eggs
that way.
frozen, and
Exactly.
so now you're like, oh, there's a ticker there.
Yeah.
It's like tick tick.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, got
and
it.
the idea of freezing is it freezes it at the age that you did it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I did mine at 39. So I have 39-year-old eggs versus now I'm 44 having 44-year-old eggs.
We don't give out ages.
I know. I'm sorry.
And we don't talk about names. We
bleep
don't talk
that
about
out.
names.
Look,
and we don't-
bleep that out.
we
But
don't-
and then of course as you get older, because of the egg quality going down, not only just the amount of eggs but the egg quality going down, you are more likely to have birth defects. So it's like I would prefer to have those eggs than the ones I have now.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, if I'm looking at you crazy, it's because it's processing.
It's
And I'm like, okay, I get it. I get it.
processing,
Yeah. The little hamster got on the wheel and he's
Right.
running. He's like, I'm going. Okay, now do you do that at your clinic or no?
I do not. You
But
would have to go.
would you refer someone? Do
Absolutely.
you have someone you trust?
Yes, I actually refer people to the person I went to. I really think
Okay.
that he's a great doctor, and so you would go to a reproductive endocrinologist or like an IVF
Okay.
place to freeze your eggs. It can be pretty pricey. When I did mine, it was like $15K.
Oh wow.
And back then, they didn't take care credit. They didn't take anything. They wanted all of
Correct.
their
It's
money.
like IVF, right? Where
Yeah.
they want the payments.
Exactly. And then after that, you pay for the yearly freezing. So every year, you pay a certain amount to keep it frozen for the year.
Can they freeze my whole body? And just
I
leave me
mean,
alone?
that's what I need.
Can I just come back in 2090?
I
and
know,
see if they
right?
got
And still be
advanced
that same
medicine?
age.
Yeah. Something like this knee was hurting in 2025.
And now it's better.
Yeah. Oh, and they're like, no, the little robot comes, shoots something, and you're like, oh, it's great.
That would be nice. Wouldn't it be nice? Yeah, yeah. So it's
So I want to talk about one thing that I completely forgot to bring up years ago.
okay.
How does Botox stop the sweating?
Okay. So where
I know
you're
this is so random, but I just want to bring this.
but it so isn't, right?
Yeah.
Your glands under your arms and even your hands and your feet, they're muscles under there. And the
Yes.
muscles are what contract this sweat that make you sweat. So if you paralyze the muscle from doing that, then the sweat goes away.
Oh,
Isn't that great?
yeah.
And I'm a sweaty girl. So in the summer, I try to get it at the beginning of the summer under my arms. My hands are really bad, but I don't like getting it in my hands just because you literally have to prick yeah, it's a lot. But I like it for under my arms. Last maybe 3 to 4 months so you can get through this hot, summer of Houston and not sweat through your clothes.
I may have to rethink it.
Right.
If I live here next summer, I'm going to have to rethink it because this summer it's
Tell me about it. It's really bad. And even like today, what is it, like 98 degrees? Like, this is crazy.
Last week they were like, we're getting a cool front.
Right?
It was like 89
89.
degrees. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like,
And that's only because it rained.
let me go grab my hoodie because it feels
Yay.
so great now. Yeah. Ooh, I feel autumn coming.
That's so funny. But no, I don't think Botox is a bad thing. I've done it in my face before. I've done it in my jawline.
Now, okay, do you go to a licensed person or you do it yourself?
I do it myself.
Oh no, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I had a friend that did it,
Uh-huh.
and I had a see. This is why I do the podcast,
Uh-huh.
so I can improve my speaking because I'm so shy.
Right.
my speech.
Yeah.
So I had a friend that had the procedure done here in spring.
Oh, okay.
I won't say the name or anything.
Okay.
She looked so whacked. One day I walked in the office. I was like,
what happened to you?
what happened to you? And she's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, are you okay? This is scary you.
That
And then
poor
she's
lady.
like, no, I just had Botox. And I was like, she goes, but they told me it's only gonna last for 3 weeks. I was like, 3 weeks?
No, that's not true.
Okay, so explain.
It's 3 months.
It's 3 months. No. The site,
Oh,
was pulling this up all the way. Like her eyebrows were like
It does
It looked
relax
like a McDonald's?
after a little bit.
Okay.
Um,
the M.
I just don't.
I shouldn't say McDonald's. They
it's
might
taste-
come after
no,
me.
right?
The golden
There's
arches.
still places that don't do it tastefully. You know what I mean? A lot of people are trying to go more the natural look of Botox. But I still want to have a little bit of wrinkles so it looks, and I still want to be able to raise my eyebrows. So I don't ever do
You want the natural effect.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. But I mostly did it in my jawline. I wish I could show you a picture. So probably I mean I knew you back then, but I had a very boxy jaw. And
Let me see. Look at me.
and then I did Botox in it's called your masseters, and it paralyzes this muscle here, like when you bite down, so that it doesn't like poke out whenever, you're like chewing and stuff. And then, but it also slims down your face. So it's so funny because I did probably 3 or 4 rounds of it, and people were asking me back then, what did you do? Did you lose weight? Like your face looks smaller?
I probably was one of the people that were like, did you lose weight?
And
You
this
look great.
was before I'd even started losing weight. It was because I did this in my face. And it's lasted all this time. I haven't had to get it done again, but it really just like slimmed my face down. So there are some other ways that you can do it that's tasteful. It doesn't have to be like your eyebrows are stuck.
You have to be licensed, right, to do Botox?
You do have to be licensed.
Do you need to be an RN or just anyone can go and get a license?
Honestly, you can be an esthetician. Honestly, you can be anything. I'll be honest with you. In Texas, but you have to have a medical director that's signing off on everything. And there's classes that you can take as well, like the training.
And that's part of your mentorship that you would tell someone if they
Yeah,
want to open up a spa?
Absolutely. For sure. Which I don't even really recommend people do Botox anymore as far as
really. What do you recommend?
spa.
What's the thing? What's the trend right now? What's the trend when it
PDO
comes down to-
threads are
What's
a
that?
thing. It's almost like these little thin threads that they put in your different areas of your face to give you like a facelift.
Okay.
Without having to be cut and pulled. So a lot of people are doing that, and filler is always a big thing. Yeah.
I was told, the doctor that both you and I know,
Yeah.
he had told me that I lost from the weight loss.
So he
said you
wants
lost
to
a lot.
put filler in your face.
No, he just wants to pull back.
Oh, okay.
He said, just pull back this. And I was like, I don't know. I'm kind of scared.
Yeah.
I'm just scared after everything I've been through. I'm
I
like,
don't blame you. I don't blame you at
the
all.
pain of surgery is just...
It's unbearable. And you can't even explain it. And the thing is, it's like, I need to do everything at once because I'm not going to be able to do it a second time.
You don't want to do
around.
it again. You don't.
No.
I know. I was told by, a physician, we're going to have to go back. And I was like, no,
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm
It's
going to
like
look crazy.
just the fear of the pain and how long you're down, and God, and now that you know how long it takes, you're just like, I can't do that again.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Yeah, I don't
I
blame
really
you.
am. And
I
then,
don't blame you.
no, let me tell you the funniest thing. So I see one doctor right now, and all this time, and there's a little bit of code switching.
Yeah.
I'm always saying, the compression garment,
Uh-huh.
garment. This man looked at me straight and dead in the face and goes, you mean the faja? And I was like, "Fool."
I
You
love
had
me
me
a good
Google.
faja.
I was like, you had me Google so I can say, and I had Googled how do you say faja in English,
It's the same.
and it was, is it really? No, because it kept saying Google was saying compression
I see
garment.
what you're saying. You're right. You're absolutely
It's
right.
compression garment.
But I think even as Americans, we still call it a faja.
Yeah, and I didn't know everybody was calling it
Yes.
a faja, and I was like, because we got fajas, we
Yes.
got fajas colombianas, mexicanas, everything. So I'm just going, really? I'm like,
But the
faja?
Colombians make the best ones.
They do, and I'll say this: there's a lady that I go to,
Uh-huh.
and I don't know. I need to ask for permission before I say her name, but I go to her, and I swear, when I had the weight loss surgery,
Uh-huh.
Anyone that's had the weight loss surgery, they have a lot of loose skin, but
Yeah.
you'll lose weight. Yes, you're gonna lose size,
Mm-hmm.
but you're never gonna be the ideal size if you have all the skin on you.
Right.
This lady walked in, and she's like, and I'm gonna say it in Spanish, so both of you don't be surprised. I know both of you are not, from Latino culture.
Uh-huh.
She was like, "Quítese la camiseta, pues." And I was like, "What?" She's like, "Something just to take everything off."
Okay.
And we can leave that in there. And I took it off. And I mean, and we're gonna go to the other part. That I was
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about. The uncomfortable part, yes. And so I was like, and then she's like, "Put this on," and I'm like, this tiny little faja.
It looks like you won't fit into
Yeah.
it.
And I was like, "I won't fit into this." And she's like, "Yes, you are." She goes, "Turn around," and I'll do this now in English. She's like, "Turn around." I turned around, cinched me up, and I was like, "Oh wow, that's what I'm supposed to be." And she's like, "Yeah." So I literally from a 3X, I went to a extra large. I was like,
Really?
what? And I was wearing it, but then I had the surgeries to remove
Yeah.
some of that.
Yeah.
And Yeah, I was like, wow.
It does help with the skin tightening too.
It does, and they tell me to still wear it,
You
but
gotta be
I
consistent,
still
man.
wear the Colombian one because it
Yeah.
has that bone
Oh yes.
in it, so it really puts everything
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
Which helps a little bit because someone, and I'll say this, and I'll openly talk about it, and I've talked about it a lot. And I just hope I don't annoy someone for talking so much about it, but it's a journey that I'm going through.
Right.
Being fat, and I don't want to say fat, being big all my life,
Yeah.
my brain hasn't caught up to it yet,
Yeah.
and I
it's
don't
gonna
realize
take
it.
some time, right?
Because I was at the store and my hubby was like, "You gotta get this shirt," and I was like,
Yeah.
"No, I'm not gonna fit in it." He's like, "No, really, you gotta get in this shirt." He goes, "Go, put it on," and I was like, "No, there's no dressing room." He's like, "Just put it over," and I put it over, and I was like, "It fit too big,"
Oh,
and I was like, and he's like, "Why you make that face?" Because I had this face of like
just
it wasn't associating.
yeah.
It was like, "Wait,
yeah.
what?" I was like, "How?"
Yeah.
But yeah, so those fajas colombianas do work. But
Yeah, they do.
You know, and I'm using one right now, colombiana, because after you have that surgery, they tell you for 6 months you have to wear something to compress everything
Right.
because they have the skin, even though the scarring and putting everything together. So it's painful. I won't do it again.
I could just imagine. I
I won't do it
don't.
again.
It's tough. Like someone would have to like knock me over the head. I would already have to be out for something to happen to even try to do a surgery that I've like done before, and I know how painful it was afterwards. So I completely understand where you're coming from. I wouldn't
So
want to either.
what do you offer at the clinic? I'm gonna say clinic, but you
Okay.
go ahead. When I say clinic, I want you to say the words. The women's clinic.
The women's clinic.
Because I want to say it's an
All
gender,
encompassing,
all
yeah.
encompassing, non-binary.
Right.
It's trans friendly.
Yes, it is trans-friendly.
Trans friendly, and I will say this:
Yes,
you are because you're not only
absolutely.
in the Montrose area, but I know that you.
Yes.
We know people people of the
Absolutely.
trans community that have come to you.
Yes.
And
Yes, we
no
definitely help.
judgment here.
Until they tell us we can't anymore. So,
Yeah.
but mostly like anything you would go to like your gynecologist for. So your pap smear, STD testing. We do a lot of hormones. We do weight loss. We do a lot of like fertility and something called PCOS.
What is PCOS? Please break it down for me because I know people tell me PCOS. Again, these are things that I hear.
Yeah, but don't know exactly what
I
they
don't
are.
go and Google it, but at the same, I just stop saying Google. I don't go and research it
Yeah.
but what is PCOS? And please, I'm just saying, educate me.
Yeah, for
Tell me.
sure. So it stands for polycystic ovarian syndrome. So basically, it's your ovaries creating all of these cysts that should not be there. And because it's there, it makes it hard for you to ovulate, which means it makes it hard for you to get pregnant.
Okay.
It makes your body function more like a male than a female. So you start to grow hair like
Really? Okay.
here and on your chest. Your testosterone tends to be a little bit higher. You feel more built like a man would be built than a woman.
Okay.
Weight loss is more difficult.
that happens?
Oh yeah.
It's like because of the PCOS.
Yes.
Explain how it happens. I know you're telling me, but I just.
It's to be honest with you, we've done a lot of research on it, but we haven't even figured out like why it happens, if it's a genetic thing or something like that. If I had to pick something, I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but I think it's our food personally, because it's a hormonal based disease process, and it's like I associate it with a autoimmune disease because it doesn't go away. So all you can do is like treat the symptoms.
Okay.
I would say a good bulk of my practice is probably PCOS patients, but you know what works well with them is Ozempic.
Really?
Yeah, it really helps them with the weight loss. It balances their hormones so they get their periods back because they normally have irregular periods or no periods at all. And then it helps them get pregnant.
Really?
But the problem is, insurance is never going to cover.
So we can't say Ozempic. I think we can say Ozempic. I don't know if we do. We blurt it out, but it's GLP-1.
Yeah.
Is it GLP-1 or just GLP?
GLP.
And what does GLP stand for?
Honestly, it is. Shoot. Now you're putting me on the spot.
Finally.
Damn, I can't remember what it stands for, but it's like a not a growth factor, but something similar to like a growth factor.
Okay.
So that it helps your body reduce hormones like insulin. That's really what it's targeting in your body.
Got it. Okay.
And so it helps reduce insulin in your body, which typically when people who have PCOS tend to have a lot of insulin in their body. So it helps reduce that. And then they're able to, have a baby or lose weight or their periods come back, etc. So
So, and can I say this is so weird, but and by the way, I haven't been in the medical field in years. I'm more in the accounting side, the accounting and finance side.
yeah,
But I feel like physical and mental go
yeah,
together
100%.
because I feel like if someone's having difficulty having a child and they're beating themselves up, especially
Yeah.
if a woman's going through and she's like, I can't have a child.
Yeah, you start to internalize that.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
they need to see a therapist for this, right?
100%. Yeah.
And you work with people. So if let's say you have a patient that has PCOS,
Yeah.
and she's like, I'm having a hard time. If you pick up the signs, would you say, hey, because you did it to me?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
This-
for
you,
sure.
you have your connect. You have a network of people you trust.
Absolutely.
Say, I know a therapist you can talk to.
Yeah.
I know somebody in OBGYN or
Yeah.
a fertility specialist. Is it fertility specialist? Yes. Okay. Oh, I'm glad I said that right. Because because just a week ago, I'm telling you, I'm shy and I get nervous, and somebody was
Yeah.
judging me. They're like, you talk so Hispanic.
What
And
do
you're
you
always
mean?
mumbling, and I was like, and then I listened to myself, and I'm like, do I really talk?
I
so
don't
Hispanic?
hear that.
But that's just other people, right? People
Right,
are
right,
always gonna
right.
trash you
That's
somewhere.
true
They're always gonna
for
trash you,
something.
and they're gonna find something wrong with
They
you.
are.
When in reality, it's them with the issue.
Yes.
But so it's you have your connection of people.
I do.
You have your fertility specialist, your therapist.
Yeah.
So whatever you can offer, you'll always lead that person. I'll say that
100%.
because you did it to me.
Yeah.
When I was going through the weight loss surgery, you did refer me
Yeah.
to someone that I did go seek help.
I just feel like if I can't help you do something, I should at least have somebody that I can refer you to, or at least know the type of doctor you should go to so you can at least start to research in that field. I just don't like to just tell patients, oh, sorry, I can't help you, and just leave it at that. Like, I've got to give you the next
I
step.
can't stand people that do that.
Yeah.
I can't stand professionals, regardless if it's medical, business.
or
I hate
anything.
it when they're like, well, I can't help you. You're on your own.
You're right. It's like, okay, well then where should I start? Where do I do next? So yeah, I'm a firm believer in at least saying, hey, go to this type of doctor, or I know this person that can help you, or here's this referral, or yeah.
So do you want to open another location? Do you want to expand? Yeah, where do you want to see yourself soon?
I used to want to open another location, but I feel like sometimes if I were to, it would dilute the authenticity of the first one, like the flagship or
The
the little
quality over
boutique.
quantity?
Yeah. And I mean, not to toot my own horn, but people come to see me and I can't clone myself. So I've tried it. And
And
it
can I
didn't
tell you
work.
something?
Yeah.
Sometimes I want to call you and ask you medical stuff. And I'm
Why
like,
don't you ask me?
Because I'm like, it's a woman's clinic.
So what? I mean, hey, I'll tell you if I don't know something. Now that I will do.
I know, but one time I did call you about something. You're like, no, it just means this. And I was like, oh, thanks.
Well, no, you should definitely call me.
Yeah, because I know like HPV is also in men.
Yes,
And
it
I
is.
never. And, okay,
Yes, it
So
is.
this is at the time when HPV came out first. It was always about giving the vaccine to the girls,
Right.
and they never brought it up to the men.
Right.
So then life happens. You grow up. You're not watching TV as much.
Right.
I, for one, do not watch the nightly news show.
Okay.
Which has like 18 commercials of all medication that comes out. Like you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Like the 5:30, 6:30.
Right.
We're like nightly new ABC, and they're like, oh,
Here's
may
this
cause
Medicare.
death.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't watch any of that.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get my news from social media.
Yeah.
So I didn't know when they came up to me like, you can have HPV, and I was like, what? And they're like, give me the
Yeah.
vaccine. I was like, what? Wow, why me? Like, well, last time I heard about this, it was only for
Wait,
teenagers.
Yeah, for sure.
And then it turns out it's for boys too.
It
so
is.
break it down.
So essentially, HPV is the human papilloma virus, and it is the virus that causes cervical cancer. And that's why it started with just women, because obviously we're the only ones who
Yeah.
have a cervix.
Okay, I see.
However, we are getting it from somewhere. It is one of the only, well, I can't say only, but it's the only reproductive cancer that you get that's not genetic. So if your mom had it, that doesn't mean you can go do genetic testing and see if you're going to get it too. You only get it through sex. So
Okay.
if you're having sex with a man who has it, then he can pass it to you. So the shot that you would take, or the vaccine that you would take, is called Gardasil 9, I believe. And the 9 signifies like how many strains of HPV that
Yes.
it covers.
You're right. Yes.
However, there are hundreds of strains of HPV. It's just 9 at the time when they created it were the 9 that caused cervical cancer, were like more high risk. But since then, there have been more that they've added on. They just haven't changed the vaccine to support the new one. So it's still so important to get your pap smear. That's the whole point of a pap smear.
Okay.
It's checking for
And it's
HPV.
yearly or 6 months?
It is technically yearly. However, if you are a woman between 21, because that's when it starts, 21 and 35, if you have a negative pap smear, you technically do not have to come back for 3 years.
Okay.
I don't think that that's a good idea because anything can happen in a year.
Oh.
And most insurance companies will pay for it every single year.
Okay.
So I always encourage my patients to come every year. But in addition to that, HPV can give you throat cancer. A lot of people don't know that as well. Like if you perform oral on someone and you get it that way, you can get throat cancer, mouth cancer as well. So it's a big deal. Wow. Yeah, we're out here fighting for our lives.
We are all fighting for our lives, all kinds of lives too.
Yeah, and then what's sad about it is there's no treatment. It's not like I take a pill, my HPV goes away. It's a virus, kind of like COVID, right? And you just kind of have to let it take its course and the symptoms kind of go away. There are things that we can do to check if that HPV has turned into cancer, because it doesn't always, but you just have to, there's no like, the only recourse, honestly, is if you happen to get HPV and it turns into cervical cancer, to remove your cervix. That's really, or to do something called a LEAP procedure.
So really you suggest people just get the vaccine?
Yeah, if
Okay.
you can. And it used to be where you could only get it up until I think you were like 12 or 15 or something like that. And now you can get it all the way up to 45. So people who didn't get
45 hit a little too hard for me.
right. That's us. Yeah.
That's you. No,
Like, don't put me in the mix
no,
with
no,
you.
no. No, and the reason I'm bringing this up is because I was at the big box store, and I said the name already.
Uh-huh.
But they were like, you're up for this and you're for that. You need to get the HPV vaccine. I was like, wait, me? What for? No, no.
Yeah.
And I was 43.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah. And I was like, but I'm in a relationship with one person.
Right.
I'm over here eating up my own words, right?
Yeah,
Because they were like, well, you never know. The pharmacist told me that. She goes, you never know. And I was like, okay, hit me.
Yeah.
Just give it to me. And I was like, so I know I have that
Yeah.
covered. But okay, so we got 12 minutes left.
Okay.
I want to know a little bit more about Latrice. Where does Latrice hang out? What are your favorite restaurants? Pick your
gosh.
favorite 2 restaurants.
Okay.
And then also, what I'm gonna throw it in there for you because I haven't
Okay.
done this with your favorite drink. Where do you
Oh.
like to get? Because I'm gonna start off.
Okay.
So with the weight loss surgery, I can't drink a lot. And
Okay.
Sad, but I can't drink a lot, which is good because I don't know if people don't know this, but when you have weight loss surgery,
Uh-huh.
you can have one drink, you get tipsy, and then 10 minutes later you're sober as you can be.
Oh, it's so fast.
And if you
Wow.
drink water, you're good. I'm
You're
not
good,
saying you can
yeah.
drive home. No,
Right,
no, no.
right, right.
But I'm just saying you don't get the effects of, because I used to hate the hangover the next day.
Of course.
Or like
yeah.
getting sick afterwards.
Yeah.
I can't get there yet. I can't
Yeah.
get there anymore. But my favorite drink is coffee. But,
Really?
and you're close to this location. I will recommend it. Nikos.
Oh my gosh,
Get
yes.
get the Greek coffee.
I
And I
never
don't know
knew
if
you
producer
liked
Mike wants to do
coffee.
this. Oh, I love coffee. Are you a big coffee fan?
No, not
You're
at
not a coffee
all.
fan? Oh, but you have to do this. Do it when you're a day you're dragging.
Okay.
You're gonna get the little small Greek coffee from Nikos.
Okay.
And you're gonna tell them to add a scoop of their vanilla bean ice cream.
Oh gosh, that sounds like that would be good. Almost like a Kahlua or something.
So good.
Oh wow.
It is so good. It woke me up. Not only that, it woke me up and I started folding clothes. How many of us hate
You
folding
were-
clothes, right?
right?
But I was like, yeah, I was at the dryer like, this is great. I feel hope for once in my
Right?
life in the last 5 years.
Gave
you
you
know?
some energy to do some stuff.
No, I got rid of my depression.
That's funny.
But okay, so what are your favorite places to go eat?
Honestly, I am a DoorDasher or a Uber Eatser, and there's just one place called Bad Chick. It's actually a what is it called? A food truck.
Okay.
And they're probably like 10 minutes away from my house. I order there probably way more than I need to. But I love Mexican food. I can eat that literally every single day of my life. I like El Rey's. Have you ever been there?
El Rey?
El Rey. Yeah.
El Rey, yeah, the one with the Cuban coffee, the one on Washington.
Yes.
Yeah, and they have the plate for La Ropa Vieja.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I love them. I love them. I love them too.
I can eat there, oh gosh, any day. I like a velvet taco or a Torchy's or something, but I like the ones that are a little more authentic. You know what I mean?
I know somewhere, and next time we're on a
We'll go.
podcast,
Yeah.
and we're both in Central Houston, I'm taking you.
Okay. I'm so down.
I'm taking you.
I can eat that literally every single day of my life. Drink wise, I'm a fun drink girl. Like because I don't drink coffee. I like refreshers. I like at Dunkin' Donuts or like Starbucks or whatever, all of their refreshers are really good to me. Anything that looks pretty, I'm probably gonna drink it.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
because I'm either water or coffee. Water
Ah,
or coffee. Yeah. The
no
thing is,
adventure.
no. But the thing is, I used to hate water.
Okay, well, so
I used to be
okay,
like,
that's
oh,
better.
water's gross. You
Yeah.
know, give me a Coke, give me a
Yeah.
Sprite, give me a Dr Pepper, give me a refresher.
Yeah.
And I can't now.
Okay.
Well,
So
I
water
can
or
for other
coffee.
reasons, but
Right.
but now I have to. I do a lot of water with lime,
Okay.
and I don't put no sweetener or anything. I just do water with lime or
I've
lemon
never had
or
water
orange.
with lime or lemon. Because I'm trying to convince myself to drink more water. I've been getting headaches lately, and I know it's because I'm dehydrated and I'm not drinking enough water.
Me.
So I'm thinking, I told myself after today, because of you, you're a bad influence, that I was going to drink more water. Like, I'm going to drink nothing but water. I'm supposed to go out of town next week with my boyfriend, and I'm going to drink nothing but water until then.
Where you
Because I
guys
know
going?
we're going to Atlanta just for like the weekend. He's got some friends there, and my brother lives there.
If
So,
I think the housewives are gonna start filming.
are you serious?
If they are,
I'm trying to be on the show.
really,
No.
I'm like, do it. No, if I go to Atlanta and I see the housewives, oh, I'm messing up every scene. I'm running and going.
be just in the background?
No, I'm gonna be screaming. I'm like, bring back Nene. Bring back Nene. Bring back
I can't
Kenya.
even believe that show is still on TV. That is crazy.
So have you watched the Housewife
I've
franchise?
seen maybe yes, against my will, but I've seen maybe up until the last 2 seasons, and I just because you know how they change out people and it's
Well,
not
okay, so the
quite
last
the
season,
same.
the new season that they just had, it was boring as
Was
hell.
it?
It was to the point where if I wanted to sleep, I'd put it on.
Put that on.
And there's another show that I want to see. I'm dedicated. I want to see it all the way through. It's The Crown.
Oh,
But it moves so slow for me, and please don't beat me up.
is it
anybody.
similar to like Bridgerton or something?
Yes, like Downtown
Okay.
Abbey.
Okay.
Is it
I
Downtown
could
or
never
no,
Downton.
Downton Abbey. There you go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I could
And
never really get into
I
those
can't get into
shows.
those because they're so
Yeah.
slow, and
Yeah.
I'll start nodding off.
And my
So-
attention span is like not what it used to be.
ADD here.
Yeah.
I'll be like, wait, what? What happened?
Yeah.
What happened? Like if it's fast moving, I'm like, okay, I can
Yeah.
do this. I can do this.
Yeah.
Like Angel again, going back to Just Like That.
Yeah.
I like the only thing I'll give them the credit. There were so many characters on the show. The scenes were like less than 2 minutes.
Okay, so you're like jumping.
Yeah,
to
and I'm like,
different
okay,
things.
but it's just the writing was horrible.
Yeah.
And if you see The Righteous Gemstone on Max, I want you to see it's with John Goodman.
Okay.
The Righteous Gemstone, great.
Okay.
Let me see what else. What am I into right now? You know what? I haven't had time for TV.
It's tough, man, because of TikTok. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll say that I'm gonna go watch TV, and then I'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna just watch a couple TikToks, and before I know it, it's freaking dark outside, and I need to go to bed.
Yes. Oh, but you know what? I just saw it. I saw 2 episodes last night. The Hurricane Katrina documentary on Hulu.
Really?
You have
I
to see.
saw the how they suggest things for you.
Have you heard about it, Mike? No, you have both of you. I recommend
Maybe I'll
it
watch that tonight.
because I volunteered to work here in Houston
yeah.
when
It
it
happened.
happened, and so and the funny thing is like we got 6 minutes and it's okay. So you know me, I can summarize in 1 minute. I can
Yeah.
talk really fast. So there was a lot of news footage when
Okay.
it happened that you can't find it anywhere.
Oh, and that's what they're showing on.
They're showing it because I remember when it happened. I was looking at it was like I was working as a bartender too. I was working as a waiter, and I remember on the screen they were showing literally dead bodies floating.
Yeah.
And if you look back, none of these,
You can't find
the
it
new
anywhere.
documentaries don't have any of that. But now this documentary from Hulu recommended 5 stars. I was watching it last night.
Really?
I wanted to keep going, but it was getting too late, and I was like, I gotta go to bed. I gotta log in early.
I'll start that tonight. I need a new
It was
show.
no, it's really good. It's that one, and which one other one I'm watching? I don't know. But what
Yeah.
are you watching besides TikTok and your puppies?
Just finished
'Cause I'm
watching
doing-
that dang it. The girl from the singing show. The movie Pitch Perfect. I can't
Witching,
think. Yes.
hunting
Hunting
wives.
Yes.
That is so good. Let me tell you.
It was so good.
So I was on episode 3, but I had to stop because
Yeah.
I had to go pick up medication. And I was like, oh, Walgreens is saying, gotta hurry up.
Yeah.
So I was watching, I was like, dang, that was good. Because I was like, hey, that's Brittany Snow.
Right? Yes.
Yeah, and I was like, it's the one that had, she had her nose removed or whatever from the throat.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
don't you like it how you know somebody from the
Brittany
movies? You're like,
Yes.
I'm gonna watch this. But yeah, I was watching it and I was like, hey, I know this.
It's
And I
so
was watching and I was like,
good.
okay. And then the wife, I was like, I gotta I know her.
I
I
can't
know
figure
her.
out where
She was on Trophy Wife She was on a short-lived ABC sitcom called Trophy Wife. I think her name is no, I don't want to say it because I don't want to mispronounce it, but
Yeah.
she's a really good actress.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to say she hasn't given they haven't given her like the
Enough,
right
enough. Yeah.
the right
correct.
profile to make her big because she's actually a really good actress.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, I agree with you.
That was a good show. You know, you should watch Presumed Innocent on, I think it's Max with Jake Gyllenhaal, or Apple TV. But Jake Gyllenhaal, he's an attorney, and he is having an affair with another attorney, and then she comes up dead. And they're trying to figure out if it's him, like a whodunit type thing.
Okay, I gotta see it.
It's so good. It's like one, and there aren't very many shows that like this, the wife one, where it just like sucks you in and you want to keep watching
because you think it's gonna be a slow.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
But then the first 15 seconds, you see somebody's lying on the floor dead.
You're like,
you know?
what the hell?
And you're like, who killed her?
Yes.
And then you're like, no, I gotta watch. I gotta keep watching.
Believe it or not, I thought that about Severance. I didn't think I was gonna like
But,
Severance.
okay, tell me that because people tell me to watch it and I just won't watch
The
it.
premise is not exciting.
Okay.
Like if you read what it's about, it is not exciting at all. But once you start watching it, it's just like people having almost like a double life. They go into work and they go to this elevator. Once they get open the elevator, their brain is like wiped out. They don't know the person on the outside versus the person on the inside.
That's what's his name? He's the brother of the girl that was on Roseanne. The
Yes.
original Becky.
Yes.
Gosh, what's her name? And I love
him
her.
with the dark hair.
His name is Adam, I think, or was it Adam in Parks and
I
Rec?
don't know.
Because he was on Parks and Rec.
I believe
with,
so.
With Amy Poehler.
Yes.
Yeah, but the sister's
definitely
name, Lacey
one-
Goranson is the sister, who's
Oh,
Becky
it's
from Roseanne.
really?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
I want
Now
to
I don't know
say,
'cause I'm nervous.
I can't think of that other lady's name that's in there, but that one was a good show that I didn't think that I was going to get into. I was a pretty good show.
Okay, so
But yeah.
did we say the two restaurants? I think you said just one.
Yes, El Rey.
Bad Chick and El Rey, yes.
Yeah, so those are two that I can definitely go to all the time. Drink wise, I'm a refresher girl.
So for everyone, because I know we got 2 minutes left, follow. I'm gonna put everything on the link below.
Okay.
It's her down there.
Yes.
Her down there.
Yes. On TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook.
But what's your personal?
And my personal one is vagina.np.
Oh, on both.
Uh-huh.
Okay, vagina.np.
I try to keep it the same.
And
to make
then
it easy.
also it's at 1622 West Alabama, Houston, Texas, 77006. I don't know the phone number because I know your personal phone number.
yeah.
That's why I don't
shouldn't
know.
give that out.
Yeah. No, give out the
Well,
business phone number.
It is 888-234-3482. Come visit us and show me your vagina.
Do it one more time because I was talking and I
Yes,
missed
okay.
the caption.
888-234-3482.
Thank you for coming out. I know it was a
course,
late day. It's a
anytime.
long day.
That's okay.
And it's late, but thank you
That's
so
okay.
much for coming out. Thank
Thanks
you
for
so much,
having
Producer
me.
Mike. Thank you, everyone. This will be uploaded to YouTube. I'll put all the information on I think it's a comment section of, I think it's like the bio section of the podcast on YouTube.
Okay.
And just thank you. Thank you
Of
so
course.
much. All right.
Anytime.
And I will text you whenever I have other questions about
Okay.
the hoo-ha and the wee-hoo.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.